Alright there, hello, welcome to this tutorial. So today I'm going to show you how to really mask like a pro. If you take a look at some of these files, you're going to see how these images are really put in that shape with some parts of the images extending above the shape itself. Alright, so that's actually a very kind of like, should I say tricky? It's a very professional way to really do your webinar flyers, the church flyers, or whatever flyer you want to do, and you want to use this type of frames for your image. There's a way to do it, and I'm going to put you through on how to do that. There are several tricks to it, so I'll just show you a few ones that I have worked through. So I'm just going to first of all click the plus sign and then create shape. So depending on the type of shape you want to use, now they are different. You can use pentagon, hexagon, nonagon, whatever size of shape, size of shapes you have here. You can use a circle, it just depends on what you want to use. So for me, let me just use this squared shape, but I might just make it a little bit longer, so it's going to be a rectangle right now. Alright, so I'm just going to make use of this. So I'll just hit OK. Now, for example, if you have, made your design and you are now at the point where you want to put images, so this is how you're going to do it if this is a type you want to do. Alright, so now we can also add corner radius. So if you click this edit, you can actually add corner radius here. Okay, it just depends on what you want to achieve. You can add corner radius here. So let me just add this corner radius so that it's going to become a little bit difficult to mask, but it might just take a little time, right? But it's still fine. Okay, since I want you to understand this, so I'll just click the plus sign from gallery, and then I'm going to go to my gallery and bring in some images from which image am I going to put right away? Okay, I think this is going to be fine, right? Even though it's a little bit blurry, but it's going to be fine. Okay, now I want to put this image right here like this inside this shape. You can see that the head is extending above. The other sides are more than the image. I'm going to mask that in. So I'll just first of all reduce the opacity so that I can see what's going to happen. So if you're going to subscribe to the channel, please, this is a good time to do that. Hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell so that you won't miss any important updates that will be coming up on this channel. Alright, I believe you've done that. Okay, so I'm just hit OK. So you can see that it's fainted, so I can see exactly where the shape is. So there are different ways, like I've said, you can do this. So for me, what I'm going to do now is just come to, still on your object settings, to come to mask, and then we are going to max out. So we're going to max out the parts. Okay, you can see that this is moving. That's because I have not clicked the plus sign of the zoom. All right, so we are going to max out the part that is not inside the maxed part. Okay, I don't know whether that makes sense. Alright, so now there's difference between in and out. If you come here, this max mode, if I click out, we're going to max in rather. If I click out, that means you can see what's happening. Alright, every part that is outside the max boundary is cut out. But if I click in, now every part that is inside the max boundary is what? Is maxed out. So that's how this works. So what I'm going to do is I'll just place this here. Now to add another node point is this point where you can really tweak. It will give you the luxury. That node point is a point where these max lines join. Alright, so and that's what's going to give you the leverage to really tweak it the way you want. So to add the node point, just come here. You'll see a plus sign right here. Now this plus sign is different. Come down, action. This second one right here is allowing me to add node point. So I'm going to bring this node point. So let me just zoom out, because this down part is where I'm going to use. I don't want to duplicate this mask. There's a way to do that, but I'll show you everything you need to know in this mask game. All right, so I'll just click the plus sign again because I just clicked it to zoom. So I'll bring this down to this point. Now this point where this had a curve, I'm going to bring this also to the point where it had a curve. Just try to drop it there. Click this other marks, then align this line to make sure that, can you see, I'm just making sure that this line lies straight up with this shape right here. Can you see? I'll just make sure this has also laid on it. I think there's a little gap here. I'm just going to bring it down and then take this up a little bit. Okay, I don't want to rush this tutorial so that you will really understand how I'm doing this. Okay, now that is that for this. So I'll just click this and take it to this point. Now this this node point is selected. I'll just click the plus sign again. It has added another node point here, so I'll bring this node point to this other point here. Okay, I think I need to zoom it in again so that I'll see exactly how it's behaving. This is the higher zoom point. Now this node point is selected, so I'm going to just adjust it. So I'll make sure that it's this parts, you know, I'll take it in a little bit. Let me click this, and then this parts, I'll just make sure this parts, can you see? So I'm trying to follow it around that curve there. It's a little bit tricky here, so I'm going to click this other point and add another node point. Now this other one, I'm going to take it up, so let me reduce the zoom. So I'll take this one, just click the plus sign again. I'm going to take this one up and I'll keep it here. Now this part, I'll just bring this down, just make sure it's straight, but I'll make sure also this hits this other line here as well. So when I click this other point here, I'll make sure this one lies straight, this other ones, this line lies straight as well, so that it marks it very well. All right, so you can take this up or bring it down depending on what you want to achieve. Okay, I just hope I'm not doing a very clean work. Now I've marked this other side, so what's left now is this other side right here. Okay, there's a way I can actually copy the marks and all of that, but I think I'm going to show you how to do that. So I'll click this. Now for this one, okay, what have I, let me see what I've done, whether I can undo. Wow, there's no undo button. Wow, there's no problem. So I just deleted that node point instead of adding. All right, so I'll just have to add another node point. Let me see, there's a node point here. There's a node point here, so I'll just add another node point and bring it here again. So this really Alright, so what I'm going to do now is, let me check this. I'll click this node point here, click the plus and click this node point here and add node point and add another one again. Okay, so this one here, this is the one that will make me this is the one that will help me bend according to this radius I created right here. And let me click the what's it called, that's zoom. Then I'll click the zoom again. Now I'll move this up here to max out this point. You can see I'll max out this point, put this on the line, and also max out this point. So for this ones here, let me just, so if you zoom out, now basically, okay, now for what I have here, let me zoom. what I have here. Just make sure that any part of the image that is still outside, just try to shift the max there so that it maxes it out. I'll just click OK. Then go back to this and increase this to 100%. Wow. So I was thinking I was not doing a clean work, but I think it's clean right now. So I'll just click this plus. I'll just click the, what's it called, this layer button. Then click this to select two of them, and as I've selected them, I'll merge both of them together, and you have one object. Can you see? One object. Now before that, let me see, it's still merged. I'll go back. Now you can change the color of this. Okay, come to your, if you want to change the color, maybe you want to attach different colors, you can just enable it and just change the color as you want. Okay, this kind of design, you want to make it this color or this color, any color you want to do. After that, then you can merge them, maybe probably individually, and then merge, so it becomes one. So after you merge, you can now begin to increase and reduce it. So that's actually how you can do that. So you can, depending on what you want to do, maybe if there are 3 speakers, you can just duplicate this, keep here, or if there are 2 or 3, there are 3 speakers, this is the second person. So you repeat the same process. So you duplicate the shape and repeat the same process. Can you see? So you can add the names of the speakers, could be below, depending on how you want to do the design. Can you see? So it's really looking professional. The title above, you can just do a centralized design, the whatever below, and it's looking so awesome. So this is how to do that. Watching, if you want to subscribe to the channel, make sure you subscribe, like, and share this video to other people. See you in the next one. Bye for now.